To Be a Gooner standard. What's popping, my peeps? Welcome to the Framework show. It's a preview show that I want to call the Framework on Who to Be a Gooner. This is my first ever one that I'm doing, so please forgive me if it's a little bit all over the place. I did take some notes on my phone here just to keep myself on the right track, so to speak. But if I keep looking down, please forgive me. Like I said, things will get better as time goes on, etc. But this is my first one, so this is a preview. I'm looking ahead to our Europa League game against Eintracht Frankfurt tomorrow, Thursday. Obviously, we're not playing the Champions League, which is yesterday and today, which is Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, 27th. We're actually playing on Thursday, the 28th of November at the Emirates Stadium, and we're playing Eintracht Frankfurt. For me personally, this is a must-win game. We must win this game. Not that we have a mountain to climb in this group, because we pretty much got it sewn up. We're going to qualify from this group to go into the knockout stages of the Europa League. But you know, it wouldn't surprise me at all. It wouldn't surprise me if Arsenal lost the game. The way that we're playing at the moment, it would not surprise me one bit if we lost the game. In fact, we've been on a crazy poor, ridiculously poor, uninspiringly poor, and poor run of form of late. So nothing would surprise me if we didn't win the game, and that's why I'm saying it's a must-win game for us, because of the poor run of form. We need to get some kind of confidence back in the team, and the only way for us to do that is to win the game. We need to win the game. I'll get onto the selections in a minute, the teams in a minute, and what I think personally. But I really do hope the cohesion and togetherness is in the performance. Unai Emery likes to go with the youngsters in the Europa League, which, you know, I don't mind that. I like to see the youngsters. I do like to see youngsters as they're progressing and learning their craft. As the youngsters' performances in this competition has given us hope for the future, because we can see our youngsters are good footballers, man. We've got some good young players coming up, quite a few of them. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, at the back of last season, I said it. You know what I'm saying? I actually said it to a couple of my peeps that right now I don't really care. Get rid of all of them, man. Play the youngsters. We might as well start from the basics. And I know it'd been a lot, and I know, you know, I was speaking out of emotion, etc. But I did actually say that. I said we should just start playing the youngsters, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they're showing more promise than the first team have done. You know what I'm saying? They've given us our best performances this season. Have they not? They have. They've clearly shown us that. No, that's highlighting in the fact that when we played Frankfurt earlier in the year, September actually, we played them in September, when we won 3-0. Two of our youngsters actually played well that day. You know what I'm saying? Saka got his goal and had an impressive performance, and Joe Willett got a goal, and Oba got the other goal, incidentally. Personally, for this game, I'll go with a strong lineup. I would definitely go with a strong lineup for this team, this game. I don't think there's because why I'm saying that is because you check out this season. Have our players really put themselves about this season? I mean, in relation to excuses around tiredness and saving them for the next game, and Norwich is our next game, and again, that's a must-win game. We have to win that game against Norwich. We have to win it, but I don't think they've done enough to warrant that being an excuse or a reason to leave them out of the squad. I think we should play a strong lineup against them to get the confidence going back in the squad, in the team, man. Because right now it's just not there. You know what I'm saying? People want to talk about maybe it's Emery and the fact that Emery is still our club and blah blah blah. But that's another issue. They're professional footballers. When they get on the pitch, they should behave as such. That's how I see it anyway. That's just my personal opinion. The players really just need to roll up their sleeves and get on with it together, innit? That's where it's supposed to be. they're a team. There's no iron team. We hear that all the time. There's no iron team. They need to do that together, innit? And they need to work that out together themselves. Remember, they're the ones going on the pitch. Emery's not going on the pitch. I'm not excusing Emery for many of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had enough of it myself personally. I have had enough of it. But once they go over that white line, like I used to tell my son when he was playing football, once you get over that white line, son, I can't tell you nothing. I can't influence you. You got to do that for yourself. You know what I'm saying? I can guide and advise you, but you have to do it. You're the one that's over there on the pitch, so that goes for our players too. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying in relation to that. I know Eintracht Frankfurt haven't been in a good run of form themselves. I think they've lost their last 3 games, but in the last 14, since we played them, they've had played 14 games. And one of those 14 games, they actually battered Bayern Munich 5-1. They thumped them 5-1. And that resulted in their manager, Bayern Munich's manager, getting the sack even. So during that 14 games, Frankfurt have had a massive result. You know what I'm saying? They've had a big game. I don't think we have in that like that. You know what I'm saying? We've not had a dominating type performance for a long time. So that's a little bit of a danger for us. Even though they've not been in good form, they've lost the last 3, like I said. That's a bit of a danger for us. We've got to be very careful of that. You know what I'm saying? We've got to be very careful. They're very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Even in the last game we played them, when we played them, I'm sure when we played them in Germany, they created chances and they had opportunities to score. You know what I'm saying? Even in that game. So we've just got to be careful and make sure that we don't go there and get demoralised, and you know, it'll be demoralising for the team, for the Arsenal players. If they was to lose that game, confidence will dip even more, and it's going to be even more frustrating and demoralising for us as the fans, man. Enough's enough, man. It's been too long. I've been, you know, Arsenal fan all my life, man, and this is one of the worst periods. And remember, I've gone through some barren times with Arsenal, but this seems to be, you know, this is not the Arsenal I know. But I digress. Let's get back onto the game. Yeah, do you have Frankfurt do have a couple of players that we need to be mindful of. Kostic, I think, is their main man this season. Has been their main man, been their best performer this season. And Pacienza, I hope I haven't messed up the man's name still, but Pacienza, I think his name is, and their top goal scorer. So we just got to be careful of them two, man. On the pitch. I've also just found out actually that Frankfurt fans, I didn't even know. Shows you how much I've been keeping up with things. The Frankfurt fans have been banned from travelling for whatever reason. I don't even know. I've not even looked into that. I just saw something on it briefly. So I've not looked into the reason why. You guys might know why. You can tell me in the comments below if you know. But they're not travelling with any fans. They tried to get it overturned today or whenever. They tried to get overturned, but they failed in that. So they come with no fans. So the atmosphere at the Emirates is going to be a bit strange. Definitely going to be different. In terms of us and our firepower and our team news, this is just my personal choice. I personally think that we should go with a 4-2-3-1 type formation. That's what I personally think we should go with, a 4-2-3-1 type formation. We have the personnel that will suit that formation, and we could execute that if we was to play it right. So I would have 4-2-3-1, but make sure the midfielders are like disciplined. So the 2 midfielders, whoever they may be, need to be disciplined and learn how to sit. You know what I'm saying? In that 4-2-3-1 formation. So I'll personally go with at the back. I'll go with obviously Bernd Leno in goal. I'll go with Kieran Tierney, Hector Bellerin, fullbacks. I'd go with David Luiz, and a bit controversial, Callum Chambers. I'd put Callum in ahead of Socrates. Reason, I just think that Callum, he's had one bad game in 5 or 6 games, I think it is, or something like that. You know, he's had one bad game in that time. I think he's deserved his opportunity. There's other players that deserve the opportunity too, but I think Callum has definitely deserved his opportunity to play at centre back alongside David and see how that looks. So I'd play that'd be my back line. I'd have the two of Tirere and Guendouzi. But remember, those two, like I was saying, need to be disciplined. If we're going to play that kind of formation, they need to be disciplined. They need to sit and not go gung-ho. They need to sit tight, you know what I'm saying, and protect Mesut. That's what they need to do. Break up the play for Mesut. You know, that's what they need to do. So, and in the front three, I'd do three in the front of them. I'd have the pet man on the right. I'd put Oba on the left, and obviously Mesut through the middle. I know that's not Oba's best position on the left, but I have confidence in Oba doing a job there. He will do a job there, and he will get goals from that position too. So I'm quite confident that, and obviously up top, I will have the big man Laka at the top. Now I know, like I was saying before, that's a very strong lineup. I know, and it won't happen. Again, I know that it won't happen. I was just thinking out loud about it, as we've been very poor, very poor. And I don't want to suffer any more defeats. That's just the bottom line. I've had enough of the defeats and that, man. So I just don't want to go with go into this game not respecting Frankfurt, and then coming and turn us over. I will just be even more misery heaped on us, man. I just don't want that. So that's why I picked that lineup. And again, I know it's not going to happen, but that's the one I think should happen. And again, for the excuses about tiredness and saving it for the next game, I think that's nonsense, personally, because they've not given enough to warrant that. So they should all travel, as far as I'm concerned, or they should all be in the squad, because we're playing at home, obviously. Well, prediction: it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough game, considering how we've been playing. But I think we're gonna get the victory. I think we're gonna come out 3-2. I think we're gonna win the game. Reason why I say 3-2, because we always concede goals. You know, our defense is so leaky and poor that we always concede in games, it seems. So 3-2, but I think we'll win the game. That's it for this framework show. I know it's been a bit bitty, it's been a bit all over the place. I'm not coherent enough or whatever not, but hey, it will get better, and I need to just start putting things out there like I said I was gonna do. So thanks for taking the time to view my the framework show preview video show here on Who to Be a Gooner. Please do like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. So as always, I leave with this parting shot: Who to Be a Gooner standard, fulfill your true potential. Peace.